Hello guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Greta. If you're just joining me here for the first time, and I'm a Nigerian currently living in Alberta, Canada as a permanent resident. For my OGs, my old subscribers, thank you so very much for coming back once again. I am, as usual, glad to have you back here again. Last week, I was invited to talk on the Canada Express Entry program on a webinar hosted by someone I know. And in the course of the webinar, during the question and answer section, someone asked a question. Now I'm going to give a quick description of this person's case, like this person's condition. He is above 40. He is a lawyer. He is looking at going through the permanent residency route, and he's looking at relocating to Canada, and he was asking about his chances because he had started the express entry process. He had evaluated his certificates. He was in the process of writing IELTS when they told him, or his friends told him, that he was above 40, and with the scores, the current scores, they didn't see how it was possible for him to achieve the goal. I'm going to be discussing three things, which was what I told this person. The first one would be learning the French language. I told him that I know few people who were above 40 by the time they relocated to Canada via the express entry route through becoming permanent residents. They were above 40. What they did, they studied French. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not like something you just flip a coin or do your fingers like this and you know how to speak the French language, you take the test and you pass it. It's gonna be work, but it's something that if you think you can do it, you can do it. I told him that, see, you either consider doing it or your wife. I don't know the conditions your wife has, if she's younger than you, what her education level is like and whatever, but if it's something that you think you can consider, why not do it until the Canadian government comes to say otherwise? I think, at least for now, French still remains one of the possible ways for someone to get an invitation to apply and to relocate to Canada as a permanent resident. And we know that a lot of changes are coming up in the Canadian immigration setting, but until the government says otherwise, French still remains one good thing. The second one was going through study. So I told him that yes, study is very expensive, but if it's something he wants to consider, he can look into that. And then the next question he asked was, is it possible for him to relocate to Canada with his family while going to study? I told him yes. However, one thing we should note now is that there has been lots and lots of changes by the IRCC as regards study visas and studying in Canada. One of the most important ones, I believe, that my subscribers and people out there should know is that right now, people that are coming to study in university, like master's program, PhD programs, are the only ones that can come in with their families.
Please guys, to quickly correct an error from this last point I just mentioned, what I meant there is that Canada would only issue spouse open work permits to spouses of individuals that are enrolled in a master's or doctorate program at a Canadian university or polytechnic, and not to individuals that are not to spouses of individuals that are enrolled in an undergraduate or graduate program, that's certificate program. So take note, this news actually came out on the 19th of March. So what's best to do is just make all the research as much as possible as you can get, and also try to go for a course that is in demand. Try to go for an in-demand course in Canada, because that's another aspect that works for people and works against people. Thank you guys.
Another thing I mentioned to the individual that asked that question was going through the provincial nomination program route. Look at any province that kind of favors your occupation or whatever NOC you would want to base your application for, and see how you can apply to them. I have videos on some provincial nomination programs. I'll be linking them in the description section of this video. Do well to just check them out, and also if you want to know more about starting the express entry program, do well to check it out. Please, before we continue, let me just remind you to also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button there, and also please like this video and also share with as many you think will be interested in it. Then two additional points or 2 bonus points I'd like to talk about would be getting a job offer. It depends on whatsoever area you are currently focused in as regards job, but you can look at getting jobs. People still get jobs from outside the country, although some people would say it's a bit difficult now considering the world economy and everything, but people are still getting it, and you can look into that aspect. I met a Zimbabwean lady recently who came here because her husband got a work here in Alberta as an agronomist. I think that's what they are called, and she came with him. Her family came with him. That's someone that got job all the way from Zimbabwe. So you just have to tailor your experience to what is needed in the market and see how far it goes. The second bonus point would be looking at getting an experience in one of the in-demand occupations under the category based jobs. Remember, aside the French people, you also have the people with specific occupations that the government of Canada is interested in, and that was why they created the category based jobs. So if you're looking at, you can possibly look at getting an experience in one of the in-demand occupations and see how you can work using that to come over here. People switch careers, people change careers. If you know that this is what you want to do, and maybe you have you think that you can easily get work experience from this aspect, genuine work experience, you can look into that. That is something that someone can consider.
Guys, at this point my microphone disappointed me, so I had to settle for adding a voice note. So the bottom line is that all you need to do is to weigh the pros and the cons. If you really want to go into this and make research as much as possible, join groups so that you would always get information from other people, get the latest update as to what is happening in the Canadian immigration world, and also see how you can overcome the challenges that are currently the existing challenges as regards the Canadian immigration setting, because lots of changes are coming up on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. Please also know that this video would mostly be for people who do not have a chance with the category based drawers, whose occupations are outside the category based drawers and they are just in the general pool. Yeah, this video is for them.
I just thought to put the answer I gave in that webinar into a video so that other people can benefit from it too. Please note that I'm not an immigration consultant. I just share videos based on my experience living in Canada and based on the little knowledge I have on the express entry program. Thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. Please watch out for other videos and do not forget to subscribe and like this video. Until I come your way the next time, please stay blessed. Thank you and bye bye.